time to make another video. Oh yeah. Nothing really special going on in this video. Just some people like watching my videos and I like making them. So I'm gonna be talking about our next opponent we're going up against in this coming SVS. They're one of the largest servers we've ever faced. They're definitely their top alliance is definitely the strongest power alliance we've ever faced. So these are our alliance powers. We basically have 4 alliances. We have top 4 NAP. And this is, what do we got here? We got 80, we got 140, 150 billion power. 155 billion power, something like that. Alright, so, or wait. Did I add that up wrong? I added that up wrong. 155 billion? That's basically 90. 90 plus 68? Yeah, okay. Yeah, 155 billion power. Let's go to the server war here. Server war chat just popped up a few hours ago. Ranking, I think the rankings in the server war chat come up at the exact same time, right? All right, let's look at their alliance power ranking. So they have one alliance as 192.5 billion power. Yikes. Then they got a second alliance that's 82. That's as powerful as our top 2. So now if you fight in the server war, particularly if you go to the other server to fight, what you want to do before the SVS starts is from this list, go to view members, just click on any member, detail, locate coordinates, and you can bookmark all their hives. I do this before every SVS. I haven't done it yet. I'm just doing it once. So you can bookmark all their hives. So I won't go through this list right now, but I'll bookmark all the hives that I think will have, targets that might have some resources to steal. So I'll bookmark like, for example, from this list, I'll probably bookmark everything. I'll bookmark 6 or 7 of these alliances. But their big alliance here. Well, let me go look at the second one. Let me go look at the second size alliance. But their real big alliance is pretty beefy. They got a lot of people. Their hive is just overfilled. This alliance looks pretty good too, as far as like being full up with members. So yeah, this video is just kind of my thoughts on what this next server war is going to be like. I think we're definitely going to lose. I'm running a little low on sources of life. I used like 80,000 last SVS. I used a lot of sources of life. So now I have, where are my sources of life? I only have 170,000 left. I used to have like over 300,000 like all the time. I've been using a lot in the last few SVSs. All right, so these guys already said that they want to conquer our throne. We asked for a truce agreement. We got like more than 10 people waiting for the throne, so it kind of sucks pushing it back a week. Because that Thebes dragon compared to not having it makes a big difference on defenses, especially if you got siege machines. All right, let's look at their monarch power ranking. So they get 3 guys higher power than me, but they're only like a few billion power higher than me. They got a lot of people in the wow, look how many people they have over 2 billion. Whoa. They got 74 people a billion or higher. But it's a much older server than us, right? It's 826 or 1468. So these guys must be like a year and a half older than us. So they got 70 something people. They get 70 something people over a billion power. What do we have? We get 35. So they get twice as many people over a billion power. I mean, if you don't coin and you're a free to play person and you're just playing like one account with no alts, it takes a significant amount of time to get over a billion power, I'd say. Takes a while. But another thing I was looking at was another thing I always look at to see their generals. And then, if you look at the general listings for an older server, that will give you a good gauge on if these guys, have just been on an existing server for a long time and maybe they coined it at one point, or if they're still coining. Looking at their general listing, there's not a lot of top tier or new generals on this list. Like I don't see a single. Oh, there's one Napoleon Prime. I see one Napoleon Prime on this whole list. I don't see a. I mean, I'm not going to scroll down too far, but like I don't see a single Gunther. There's not a single Gunther. So they're using some old generals, like their top one of their. I mean, they get some Marcus Agrippas. That's a top tier new range general. But no Gunthers, one Napoleon Prime. This guy is the leader of their top alliance. He's still using Simeon the Great for his range general. Still using Simeon the Great. What are his other generals? So he's got a new ground general though. He's using Polygonus. He's using Polygonus as his mounted. Looks good. High power level on this general here. Looks good. 11.8 million. So yeah, I'm pretty sure none of them are going to be able to attack me and get a positive power exchange. I mean, you would think with an alliance that large that they might try rallying me. So I hope that happens. I'm gonna go. I mean, I might fight over the temples a little bit at the beginning, but I'm basically just gonna go plant my happy ass right over at their big hive. Set up with my defensive stuff like defensive blazons on, which make a significant amount of difference. Just sit there, hope they hit me. I got a castle with a little bit of defense, the sea fort. Might even put on Russia culture. Just just sit there and hope they rally me a few times. You know, when the server war first starts, I'll look for unbubbles and I'll go hit up all the unbubbled I see. But you know, for an older server that's been playing for a while, I mean, you only have to get all your resources stolen once. You're never gonna let that happen again, right? Like, I've had some good SVSs here recently, stealing billions upon billions of resources. Like, if that ever happened to me, it would never happen again. I'd make sure my dang bubble was up. I wasn't messing around. So I had just increased my mirror to mirror march with much more troops load, and I wanted to see what the max amount it would be that I could pull off somebody who looks like I'm not going to be able to test that out this SVS. So yeah, this is kind of my thoughts on what this next SVS is going to be like. Our server's lost like, I don't know, the last 5 SVSs or something. We always lose on the SVS unless we conquer. We always lose on the SVS. We get a few guys. We'll always have a few guys on our server that'll lose like they'll just lose billions of points. They'll go get zeroed, lose 1.5 billion points in one hit. I'm still missing two. I'm still missing two. Or no, wait, not that one. It's Battle of Constantinople. I'm missing two there to unlock that, and then I'm missing two here. I'm missing two here to unlock that. I want to complete the Senate with all Red Star generals. I'm more than halfway. I think I'm 17 out of 24. 6, 7, 10, 14. Yeah, 17. 17. I gotta unlock 1, 2. But then this one is the victory column, right? Yeah, you level up the count. So I don't think you can unlock this one until you're K45. So I won't unlock that for a long time. This one's K42. So I'll unlock that. I'll unlock that when I go to K42 in like 5 months from now or something. I wish I was K42 right now. God damn, I wish I was K42 right now. I'm not strong enough yet. The reason why I say that is looking at their monarch power level, like they get so many people in the 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion range. But these guys have been playing for a while, so they probably all have really strong T1 walls. They probably have their keeps built well. They're not going to be like some of our guys that get like 2 billion power and they just get zeroed in one range hit, one solo attack. So if I was K42 right now and I had all my T15 troops, this would be a target-rich environment. I mean, it still looks pretty good. I mean, they got over 70 people. All I'm thinking about is resources. When I look at this list, I'm just thinking, oh, they got over 70 people that might have some resources available to plunder. But if I was K42 and I had like 500% more to frickin' everything, I feel much better about it. Who's gonna name their alliance Vag? Would you want to be in the Vag Alliance? Bunch of pussies. I ain't scared of the pussies in the Vag Alliance. Their leader is called that fucking guy, but his alliance is called that fucking Vag. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm not feeling too positive about my team. I mean, they do have they got like double the power our servers got. They want to conquer us, and I don't have enough sources of life to use. I mean, I have enough. I don't want to get real low on them because if they try to conquer our throne, I could reset it myself, but I'd have to use just to reset the throne by myself. I'd have to use like probably like 20,000 sources of life because I'd have to attack it like 15 times in a row or something. So I probably won't actively PvP a lot this server war just to conserve some sources of life. I need to, I'm going to be getting a legendary dragon egg. I'm getting a legendary dragon egg um, because I qualified for the semifinals at SVS. So when I get that, I can get this dragon, and then whenever I level him up, I'll get 6% more. So during server wars, I can use this buff and have 6% more troop death to survival rate. So it'll actually the interesting thing about it is it's actually going to be more than 6% because if you already have like 10% from a talent or something, right? Well, whatever percentage you already have, let's say you already have 10%, there's only 90% left. So if you gain 6, you're not just gaining 6 after over 100%, you're gaining 6% from the 90 you'd lose. So it's actually like it's more than 6%. It's more than 6%. So that's gonna in future SVSs, if I'm using this buff, I think the buff lasts for 4 hours on all these dragons, right? 8 hours on the other ones, 4 hours on these. But if I'm using this buff, I can I basically conserve sources of life and do better on every power exchange, right? Because that's 6%. That's 6% on that attack. The 6% on that attack will not count in the power exchange. So I'll get that egg. I'll have to wait. It'll probably just be better for me as far as like conserving sources of life to just hold off on the next few SVSs until I get this dragon leveled up into level 10. Because I'll have to wait for the next super feeding, and then like I gotta try to level him up to level 10 during one super feeding event. So it's gonna be like a couple of SVSs from now before I have this dragon at level 10. So then that would be better. So like one of the things I did was because if you're PvPing a lot and you have a lot of troops, like those sources of life, like they go pretty fast. I burned through them pretty fast. Like if I was zeroed right now, I don't know, it would cost a lot of sources of life. I forget the number ratio. But one of the things you want to do, like before you start PvPing a lot in SVSs, you want to uh, you want to finish off the academy. You want to finish off the things that give you that give you a better ratio on your sources of life. There's a couple of them in this section. I forget what it's called. I forget what it's called. What's up with this? Oh, I haven't. Oh, well, I don't have any traps, so I haven't finished that because it uses a lot of gold or something. Yeah. And Walt's hit points doesn't even matter, right? Like, I don't even know what that matters for. That just prevents your city from being teleported. But yeah, there's something in here for there's something in here for. I thought it was in defense advance. Is it in military advance? I'm pretty sure it's one of the ones in the middle here. I'm not seeing it for some reason. Is it Path of Server War? Yeah, Path of Server War. So before you start PvPing a lot in SVS, you want to make sure you have that maxed out, and then you want to max out the 2 champions that have that stat also. So it's Elizabeth, 50%, and then Dulcinea, 50%. So I would prioritize doing Dulcinea and Elizabeth. That's what I did. Of course, now I have most of them at 20. The first 5, I'm working on Cassandra next. But I just have so much. I have so much done because I did ruby necklaces from the level 5 optional chest that I was coining for months. Right now, I'm doing art treasure scrolls. You don't want to finish them all off. You need to have something left that you can do each day because between the clicks and the greetings or whatever, it's more than 15 ruby necklaces worth of free stuff a day. Because I think you get 7,000 points from clicking on them each time, and then the greetings, I think those are like 15,000. So it's like more than 200,000 points a day for free, and a ruby necklace is only 12,000, right? Yeah, so it's like for free you get a little less than 20 ruby necklaces each day. So you don't want to get them all to 20. You want to stop. You want to have. I'd say Josephine is probably the worst one. They have yeah, in rally attack. So I'm not in an alliance that rallies. Like the first time I ever rallied a lot was in All Stars. So you always want to have one champion available to do those free dailies. Like we already have. How many champions have we got now? 7? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. That's quite a few. I don't know when the next time they'll come out with another champion is, but hopefully I don't max my last one out, or I'm losing those close to 20 ruby necklaces worth of points a day. Oh, another thing is going into this SVS. This is the most amount of resources I've ever had available going into this SVS. So I would assume they try to hit me once just to gauge whether or not they could zero me in a number of consecutive attacks. Like that's a lot of resources. Like that's going to be pretty tempting. There's a lot of resources available. I would definitely try hitting me if I was them. They got 190 billion power alliance. I didn't see anyone over K41, but they should have a rally capacity of like some of their members or one of their members should have a rally capacity of like close to 30 million, I think. I don't know what's mine. Mine's only like 22, I think, at K40. Let me see. My Warhol's 40. Oh, that's 27 million. All right, 27 million. So yeah, they definitely get someone with a rally capacity of like 30. But a 30 million rally, that ain't gonna zero me. 4 of them in a row, like all landing, all landing in short enough time that I can't revive troops. I don't know. I got pretty solid defensive buffs for compared to the people that would be attacking me. I am scared. I'm gonna risk it. I think if they try to rally me, I'll win a few huge power exchanges. Get some points. That's what I think. All right, so those are just my thoughts on this next server war. I'm not doing much for the next couple of days. I just been doing my dailies each day and making sure I get my 40 blood crystals. Waiting for the semifinals of All Stars. We got semifinals of All Stars the same day as the server war starts. I don't like that. I don't like when they do the battlefields on the days of the server war because then I have to heal all my troops, my T1 troops that I used to fill up my hospital with, and then fill up my hospital again. I lose like 20 something days of healing speeds doing that. Kind of sucks. But yeah, that's that, guys. I just want to throw up another video talking about the upcoming server war. All right, thanks for watching.